Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm here to solve an assignment for a student, and he's from Finland, Sweden, you can say, and he has got some problem with some questions. So today in this video, I would help to solve those questions. So let's start with the questions. First question I have: solve the difference 2 into 4 minus 2x less than and equal to 18 plus x. Again I am repeating this question. When there is a bracket, we always say into. Into means multiplying. 2 is multiplying with both of these terms inside these brackets, okay? And this symbol shows less than and equal to less than or equal to 18 plus x. So let's solve this question. First we have to open this bracket so that we can get the values of x. 2 is multiplied with both of these terms inside the bracket. So we would first multiply 2 with 4 like this. 2 multiply 4, you would get 8. And then you have to multiply this 2 with 2x. It would become 4x minus 4x less than or equal to 18 plus x. And then what we have to do, actually we have to get the value of this x. So we need to shift this x term to the other side of this inequality. So what we need to do, minus 4x is there, so to finish this term from here, we would add 4x here and simultaneously on the other side also. In this way, this negative and positive will cancel out and the minus 4x will be finished from this side. So you would get 18 plus 5x. And now you have to shift this 18 over here so that we can get the value of x. To get the value of x, we have to separate the term of x at one side. So to do this, we have to shift this constant to this side. Again, we would subtract 18 on both sides. By subtracting 18 on both sides, this would be cancelled and here we would get 8 minus 18. 8 minus 18 is minus 10. As we can see, the greater value has symbol negative, and this shows positive negative. 18 minus 8, you would get minus 10. This is less or equal to 5x. Now what we have to do, we need to find the value of x only. So we have to divide this 5 on both sides. So like this, you can see 5 2 times 10. So this is minus 10 less equal to x. This 5 would be cancelled out. We can write this equation as x greater or equal to minus 10. I just have made this equation a bit straight. Otherwise the open face is towards s. The equation is the same. I have just put the x at the first place and the minus 10 at the second place. So this question is solved. Let's see the next question. Next question is, for which values of x are 13x minus 8 greater than or equal to 14x minus 7. Let's see how we would write this statement into an equation. They are saying for which values of x 13x minus 8 is greater than or equal to. So we would write 13x minus 8 greater than or equal to. Greater than means this symbol, or equal to means this straight line, okay, to 14x minus 7. So we would write 14x minus 7. Now again we would repeat this process for this question what we have done. So let's see. We would shift this 13x to the greater value 14x. So you can write 13x minus 13x, so that this would be cancelled here. 14x and this 13x we have subtracted here. Same we would do here, because according to maths, the thing which we the process which we do on the one side of inequality, we have to repeat that the same thing on the other side of inequality. These both would be cancelled. Minus 8 greater or equal to 14 minus 13, you would get x minus 7. Now you have to shift this minus 7 over here. So what we would do, we would add 7 on both sides. Minus 7, positive 7. These both are cancelled. 8 minus 7, you would get 1, and the greater value sign is negative. So you would get the answer minus 1. Let's write it in the straight method. You can leave it up to here. It's also fine, but I think x should also be at the first place. So I just correct it like this. I hope you have got the idea of this question. So let's move to the other question. Now we have to solve some equations. Solve the equations. First equation is 3 raised to the power x is equal to 9. Now here, students, you can see that 9 is the square of 3. So can I write 3 raised to power 2? Because 3 square means 9. How 3 squares? 3 square equals 3 multiplied by 3. 2 times 3. So this is always 9. So we can write 9 equals 3 square. So when we would see that the number at the base is same, we can compare the powers, because when the base number at base is same, powers are always compared. So we are comparing the powers. Comparing the powers, we would get x is equal to 2, because these two numbers are the same. When the bases are same, we can compare the powers. What next? 3 raised to power x is equal to 3. So let me tell you this, that when there is no power at any number, it is always the 1. You have to remember this thing. When there is no power at any number, it shows that number is raised to the power 1. So again we would compare the powers and we would get x equals to 1, because the bases are same. Next is 3 raised to power x is equal to 1. Here I am going to tell you a very important point, that is any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Any number, you can put it as 100 raised to power 0, 1000 raised to power 0, 99 raised to the power, any number raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1 in mathematics. So can I write this 1 as 3 raised to power 0? Because I have got this the base 3 over here, so I am also putting 3 raised to the power 0, so that I can compare the powers. And by comparing powers, I would get x equals to 0. So you have got this answer. Now let's move to the part number D. 3 raised to power x is equal to 1 by 3. So here, students, I have told you that when there is no power on any number, this is always 1. So according to the maths, when a number is shifted to the numerator, like if it is in the denominator, if it is shifted to the numerator, its power would get negative if it is positive, like this. This is a rule of mathematics, but because when we shift the places of the number, or in other words, you can say if we shift the fraction, so the power of the numbers always change their signs. How they change their signs? Here we had got 3 raised to power positive 1. So when I would move it to the numerator, it would get 3. It would become 3 raised to power minus 1. Now again you can see that the bases are same. So we can compare the powers and get the answer x equals to minus 1. So this is the next question is solve the equation, that is 8 raised to the power x equals 1 by 16. Now what we have to do in this question, we know that prime factorization of 8 is 2 4 times 8, 2 times 4, and 1 times 2. So I can write this 8 as 2 raised to power 3, and the x would remain outside. And this 16 is 2 8 times 16 to 4 times 8 to 2 times 4 to 1 times 2. So what you would get, 16 is 2 raised to power 4. So here students, I would like to tell you that when there is a bracket between two powers, the powers are multiplied with each other. So you can write 2 raised to power 3x. And here again, as I told you before, that I am going to shift the power upside, so it would be negative 2 raised to power minus 4 because I have shifted the fraction. So it would become 2 raised to power minus 4. Now you can see the bases are same, that is 2 and 2. So we can compare the powers. By comparing powers, we would get 3x equals minus 4. 3x equals minus 4. Now here you need to find the answer for only x. So we would divide both sides by 3. 3 would be cancelled here and you would get x equals minus 4 by 3. This is the answer for this question. I hope you would understand, as I have done the factorization here and I have found the powers so that the number should become same. I have taken the powers of 2 because I can see that in this way the bases will become same. I hope you would like my method and you would have got the answer to these questions as well. And now we are going to solve next question, calculate with intermediate steps. We have to solve this question, and for this question you can see this is 2 plus 3 multiply 4 raised to power 5. 4 has the exponent 5, you can say. So what we would do in this question, it would be like 2 plus 3 dot 4 raised to the power 5 means 4 times 4, 5 times 4. 4 raised to the power 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now what next? You have to multiply them. 5 times 4, you would get 1024, and then you have to multiply them again, multiplied by 3. This is 3072, and then by adding them up you would get 3074. This is the answer for this question. Okay. So next, another question that we have, 3 raised to power 1 plus 3 raised to power 0 plus 3 raised to power minus 1 plus 3 raised to power minus 2. This would be like, I told you before that anything raised to the power 1 is always that number. So we can write this 3, and any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. You have to remember this point, okay? Any number, this is our tip, you can say, any number raised to the power 0, 3 raised to power 0, 1, a raised to power 0, 1, a means any number, okay? So that's why I'm writing 3 raised to power 0, 1, and here I told you that if there is the power negative, we can write it as 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 positive 2, and here 3 raised to power 1. Actually I have to make the powers positive, so I shifted them in the denominator and I put the 1 in the numerator. This is possible according to the rules of mathematics. Now 3 plus 1 you would get 4 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 raised to power 2. 3 raised to power 2 means you have to multiply 3 twice. So it would give you answer 9. So we can write it as 3.3 as well, because 3 raised to power 2 is always 2 times 3. So now we have to take the LCM over here to solve this question. We can see that 4 has the denominator 1. This is again a rule of mathematics, that if there is no denominator in the number, we can write it as 1. So now what would be the LCM? The LCM would be 3.3, because this is the highest value we can take as the least common multiple. So 1 would be multiplied by 3.3, So the numerator would also be multiplied by 3.3. So I could write 4.3.3. Here I can multiply only one 3 because out of 2 3's there is one 3 in the denominator. And here I would multiply nothing because the LCM I have taken is under this number, so there is no need to multiply this number with anything. Now 4 into 3 12, 12 into 3 36. We can cross check this again. Yeah, it's 36 plus 3 into 1 3 plus 1 by 3 into 3 you can write 9. Now 36 plus 3 plus 1, this is 40 by 9. This is your answer. Now next question. In the next question, actually I have to write the prefixes in the power of the tenths. So the first part is 1500 meter. 1500 meter for this. Actually the thing is that when we see there are lots of digits in mathematics or in any value, we can make that number short by putting a decimal inside that number. But the point is where we have to put the decimal. We have to put the decimal always from the after the first non-zero digit. Non-zero digits means 1 to 9. Non-zero digits. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. These are the non-zero digits. So what we have to do here, we have to put the point after the first non-zero. So in this number you can see that 1 is the first non-zero digit. So we have to put the decimal point after this number. But where is the decimal point right now? When you can't see any decimal point in a number, that is always at the end of that number. So I have shifted that decimal from here to this point. So it would be like this. 1 point, it has moved 3 places, 1 2 3, and then it came up to this point. So I can write multiply 10 raised to power 3 meter. Meter means 10 raised to power 3 means it has moved 3 digits, and positive 3 means the point has moved from right to left. Whenever the point moves from right to left, we get the power positive. Okay. So next is 3 4. So here what you would do then, again we have to shift the point from this point to the first after the first non-zero. So I have shifted and I have to count the digits as well. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. It has moved 9 places. I think in your language you put the decimal point like this and you put the multiply like dot. So I am just putting a cross. Next 0035 meter. Now this is a bit difficult, a bit changed question, because here you can see the point already placed in that question, but you have to shift that point to after the first non-zero again. So but you can see the decimal would be moving from left to the right place. So when it moved from the left to the right place, we get the power of 10 negative. How many digits it had moved? The decimal was here, now it has moved to this point, so it has moved 1 2 3 places, and we can write in okay, let me put a dot. 10 raised to power minus 3. Minus 3 means it has moved 3 places, and from left to right shows that it would be a negative exponent. Next is 0.5 times 0.26 meter. Again we have to move this decimal to this point. So how many digits it has moved? We have to count 1 2 3 4 5 6. It has moved 6 digits, and we can write this power as minus 6. Minus means it has moved from left to right. I hope you have understood this question. Now we are moving to our next question. Simplify the following expressions. The first part is 9x square dot x raised to the power 5. What we have to do in this question is we have to simplify these exponents. So if there is a bracket and you can see a power over that bracket, you can write that number twice. This is like 9x into 9x into x raised to power 5. So now you can multiply these 9 into 9, you would get 81. But for these x, what you have to do, this is 1x, 2 and the 5. Total you have to add the powers of x, 1 plus 1 plus 5, and you would get the answer 81 x raised to power 7. This is the answer. Next is 2x raised to power 5 is 3 over 2x raised to the power 5. Now what you have to do here is, you can see that there are 3 times 2x raised to power 5. 2x raised to power 5. You can cancel out one of them up and down and you would get twice. So we can multiply them again. 2 into 2 you would get 4, and x raised to the power 5 plus 5 is x raised to the power 10. This is the answer. Next is 3000 1.02 raised to the power exponent x is equal to 4000. So what we have to do in this question, we can move this 3000 to the other side. How? As we see 3000 is being multiplied here, we can divide it on the other side like this. Okay, so what you would get the answer, we can multiply it straight. 4000 divided by 3000, this would be 1.33. and next what you would do, now to solve this power x, we have to take logarithm. In case you know about the rules of logarithm, we can take log on both sides. Taking logarithm on both sides of this equality. This is called the equality sign. So I am taking log 1.02 raised to the power x is equal to log of 1.33. So now what we would do, we would take log of this number. Log of this number is 0.1249, and here I am going to tell you a very important thing. When we have a number with log and we have some power as well, that power is shifted to the front like this. This is according to the rules of log, that whenever there is a power, log shifted to the front. So we can write it like this. Now I can take the log of this number easily. Log of 1.02 would be 0.0086 equals to 0.1249. Now you have to find the value of x, so we would divide this number by this 1249 0.0086. 0.1249 divided by answer. Yeah, this you have got 14.52. Two, 9, 6, 5, 7, 6. In your question, you have been asked to move this number to 2 decimal places. So how you would do this? 2 decimal places mean you have to round off these numbers to 2 decimal points after this number. So 6 would make this 7, 8, 8 would make this 6, 6 would make this 7, 7 would make this 9 as 10. So we would get 3, 3 would make this 2. So we would get the answer x is equal to 14.52. We have round off this number to 2 decimal places because they were asking for the answer as 2 decimal places. So I have stopped it here. I hope you have understood these questions. Please give me your reviews in the comments as you have understood or not. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have got the better concept of these questions. It would be my pleasure to teach you in the next lessons as well. Thank you so much for watching.